Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to show you how to do a very simple Audacity recording using the free Audacity software that you can download from the Audacity website. So first we're going to look for the program. I'm going to click on this Audacity from audacityteam.org, and I'm going to download the Windows version. If you have a Mac, you will download the Mac version. Go down to download Audacity. We're going to download the latest version 2.3.3. Skip over this stuff, whatever's here, and download Audacity Windows Installer. Open and allow your app to open it, install it, choose English, next, next. Next, and install. Next, finish. I can close this now. Okay, so this is your interface. This is your record button up here, the red button. The big red button is how you make sound. The green button here is how you play back. This is pause over here. The gray square is to stop it. The inputs for volume of the microphone and playback is here. I'm going to turn down the volume for my microphone a little bit because I tried doing this earlier, and while the sound sounded pretty good on my computer when I played back in this program, it gave people a jump scare and it was quite terrifying. So I'm going to try to make it a little softer on playback. But normally you wouldn't probably have to change these at all. The defaults would probably work okay. The rest of the stuff you don't need to worry about right now. This button here under transport is the one that shows you going toward the left, is going to help you go back to the beginning of your recording so that you can hear it, just for future reference. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to record my voice. This is a test of my voice. It's really all I need right now. And I can already see that because I turned down the microphone volume here that it's kind of low, but I don't think it's going to be too low for the video. There are plenty of ways in the program that you can adjust the volume before you even produce your audio file, so we can always fix that later. I am going to skip to start, and then I'm going to hit play. This is a test of my voice. Okay, go back to the beginning. That sounds pretty good. You can see that there's quite a bit of space before and after, which gives me the opportunity to show you how to cut some of that out. So if you want to edit your file to cut out parts of it, what you do is you just select that with your mouse, and then you can just hit your delete key, or you can go to edit, cut, or you can use Control X. But any of those ways you can cut some of this extra space here, and then you can see how it sounds. This is a test of my voice. Okay, so let's say that I wanted to make this louder or softer. I could go to Select All, and I could go to Effect, Amplify, and I can use this little blue arrow here to move it to the left or to the right to make it louder or softer. Now down here it says allow clipping. Don't choose allow clipping, because you'll see if I don't allow clipping and I make this much louder, the OK button will no longer let me produce it. I can't change it. That's because it's clipping. What it's doing is making the file too loud, and it's going to distort it. So I'm just going to go back to 0. If I wanted to make it softer, I could pull it quite a little farther. I could pull it actually back as far as I want, but when I get over here, what I'm basically doing is making it inaudible. So you don't want to play too much with the amplification, but you can make it much louder or softer. I'm going to make it a little bit louder than it was. No, it's still clipping, so okay, that's good. I'm going to click OK, and oh my gosh, see how loud it got? That's probably too loud. So I'm not even going to play that back for you because I can tell that would be blowing your ears out. So I'm going to change it back. Make it softer again. Make it a little bit louder. The nice thing about it is you can see, oops, select all. You can visually see it get louder or softer here. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. I bet if I play it, it's going to be too loud.
This is a test of...
Okay. I don't know how that sounds in this program. It sounds pretty good over here on this end, so I'm going to leave it like that. You can also see that the space before and after has a little bit of texture there. That means that there is some background sound. So if I want to clean up the background sound, I can go to I can go to Effect, Noise Reduction, and I can choose that little bit of the area of the file where there's some background sound, where I am not talking. I can get Noise Profile. And then I go back to the same thing, Noise Reduction. I click it again. And then I can hit Reduce. Oh, I missed a step. Okay, first of all, what I have to do is I have to select the whole thing again, and then I do that. So Effect, Noise Reduction, Reduce. And you can see that this little area here, now it doesn't have that texture, which means that the sound has been cleaned up a little bit.
This is a test of my voice.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that, and now I'm going to produce an audio file. So I will go to File, and I'm going to go down to Export, and I'm going to export this as a WAV file. The two that work the best are usually MP3 and WAV. The reason I'm not going to export it as an MP3 right now is that in Mac, I think it's in Mac program only, it's going to require you to download another additional little piece of software called an LAME or a LAME file. And I don't want to do that right now, but both of these types of files usually work pretty well and are compatible in most of the places that you would want to use them. So, but I'm going to click WAV. A WAV is a really good type of file that works pretty much with everything. It's a little bigger of a file, a little less compressed than MP3. Okay, I'm going to call this Project 3 and save it in my Audacity file. You can fill in some meta information here if you want. So this will be in my Audacity file. Here's project 3. I'm going to pull this over here for now on my desktop. So now this file, I should be able to upload it to Blackboard. I could upload it to an email. I could, if it's too big to send to somebody in an email, what I could do also is I could upload it to Google Drive, and then I could use that link to share the file with people in an email. In fact, if you try to send an audio file that is too big in your Gmail account, what it will do is it will usually prompt you to send it as a Google Drive file, and it will automatically upload it to your Google Drive if you click it, right?
This is a test of my voice.
So that just played in an audio program I had. It would play. So once you produce that, it could play in iTunes, or it could play in your Windows Media Player, or that it just kind of automatically played in Groove Music, which I didn't even know I had. You can also take this file now and you can use it in other productions. Like if you make a video, you could use it as part of your video, as the audio part. I think that's all I'm going to talk about in this video. So I'm going to keep this short.